A 19-year-old is dead after a Beloit shooting over Labor Day weekend, found between two houses on Potland Avenue. And today, police say someone even younger is responsible.
A 15-year-old is facing charges, arrested today at Beloit Memorial High School, where they also found a gun in his backpack. Madeline O'Neill brings us the latest from police.
Beloit police worked with school district officials to learn what class the 15-year-old was in before arresting him here at the high school this morning. The police chief is calling on the community to help end what he calls this senseless violence.
I'm very concerned.
For Beloit Police Chief Andre Sales, the news of violence in his city is getting old.
We're working to hold these individuals accountable and to help seek closure for the senseless acts of violence in the city of Beloit.
Especially when the people involved are so young.
It's disheartening to see some of these young kids, especially young men of color, losing their lives to senseless violence. It's just ridiculous, and we need to step together, be united, and stop this senseless violence that's going on.
In the homicide of a 19-year-old over Labor Day weekend, Sales credits the community with bringing information leading to this point, an arrest of a 15-year-old student.
You always have to assume that that person is armed, so we did our best to make sure the school was safe.
Beloit Memorial High School was on soft lockdown when the teen was arrested. Police are investigating where the student got the gun found in his backpack. Sales says the suspect and the victim did know each other, but didn't elaborate, and that the department had, quote, very little contact with the 15-year-old before the homicide.
They're minors. I go back to when I was a juvenile minor. I didn't have handguns. I don't know where these children are getting these handguns from. I think the biggest thing is, it takes a village to raise these kids. And I think us as a community, a police department, we need to step up and get our arms around our young people in the city.
Next, police will turn over what they learned to the Rock County District Attorney's Office, which will decide whether to try and prosecute the 15-year-old as an adult. In Beloit, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
On top of first-degree intentional homicide, the 15-year-old faces potential charges for bringing a gun to school.